Decided not to go on the PC yet again. I'm just comfortable in doing these outside for now. Gonna try to slow my pace of talking down to a bit just after, yeah, I don't know, kind of instead of proofreading, just watching some of my own videos for a few minutes. Last night was pretty monumental for any of you that are aware of this very toxic, very disgusting trash can of a human being that goes by the name of Six Erican, who I've learned has been shadow banned on YouTube, but you can still pull up his channel. While I've been invested in watching everything rise and eventually fall with this very the human trash can, I've been actively watching these streamers that have been documenting this horrible thing, and what this thing has done is now getting exposed, and what he keeps doing. For one, he explained lightly. He exposed himself. Of all things, the stupidest thing he could have done is put himself on the radar of channels, content creators, and streamers whose whole life and career on these social media platforms is to get PDFs and groomers arrested. So Six Erican stupidly raided Gideon's channel. Gideon is a YouTube channel who has over 8 million subscribers. This is all just the plot, the lore, before we are going to eventually get a video from Penguins, aka Charlie Moist Critical. He has verified with OCD Gamer, somebody that I've watched for the past 2 months, that they're going to talk about the finer details, and Six Erican's ass is going to be cooked. A lot of the details, not all the details that is necessary to take down a disgusting human being like Six Erican were shown last night. Or for those of you that have been following all these multiple streamers, Kid Panda, Chicken Warlord, High Calcium God, OCD Gamer, who's now getting some justice. What's up, Zara? Sophia? Whatever. So, okay, I'm talking about a streamer who is... Alright, first off, Charlie, Moist Critical Penguins, he's going to make a video about this streamer. Six Erican is a game platform streamer, a gamer, who's nothing but a bully, has a Discord, has some very more than questionable content regarding minors. Okay, we're talking about posting children in bikinis. We're talking about shots of him talking about lowering the age of consent. So all of these things that has been leaked from his own Discord, clips of his own video and his own likeness, saying and doing all of these disgusting things, have already been proven and shown. Last night, I didn't want to just share this stream that I was watching live last night, but I have reached out to multiple parties, such as 90s Router, who is the one, his video was responsible for getting Gideon's attention and getting him up to speed on this six Erican piece of trash. What's up, Saffron? Hello, YouTube Canada. I got family there. All right, so just first, Six Erican thought, after doxing OCD Gamer and leaking photos of OCD Gamer's like family, children as family, babies, putting it all out there, his address, the school he went to, this school that children in OCD Gamer's family go to. This is what Six Erican thought was a good idea. And then he tried to extort OCD Gamer, saying, give me $500. He had all of his mods and his goons, his glazers, going after all of these other channels that are making transformative content to expose this piece of trash. And now he's doing these he's abusing the copyright claim infringement of YouTube's toss. So that's getting exposed too. And originally, I think OCD Gamer had like 14 strikes YouTube after Charlie just I'm calling him Charlie, after Penguins or Moist Critical just barely mentioned it in a live stream, because Six Erican went there donating, trying to get attention in his defense. Then he went to Gideon, raided the channel last night, right before Gideon was about to go with Alex to go capture a predator, and that's the dumbest thing he could have done. Put himself on the radar of people whose job it is to look into these things and find your ass. So Six Erican is completely exposed, and I have extended an invite to some of the parties involved that I've had just the briefest of comments going back and forth as I've watched their content. I want to have set up. I've gotten a couple of agreements. Kid Panda, OCD Gamer, and anybody from the community, actually, to have a panel to discuss all the details about this Six Erican individual. If there's ever been anybody I've ever seen in my life that deserves to be kind of YouTube ended canceled, something I've always been vehemently against. I'm also quite against, huge groups of people being weaponized and going after people, but that's Six Erican's MO. That's his game. The things that this man has said and done, the things that he has said to children while he plays online and talks about, what's up, Tabitha? Hi. Hello to everybody who's here at the moment. He has said, like, I don't want to repeat them for obvious reasons, but he talks. There was like a 12-year-old that was in his game while he was streaming, and he is asking him, "You ever been bent over? You've ever been bent over? Oh, well, tell your parents you just got bent over. Go ahead." And then he's even bullying another child. Like, children shouldn't even be in his vicinity. They shouldn't even be online with Six Erican, because he is a grooming piece of trash. And if you know the context, you can probably check out the last video I posted yesterday, where I shared, shout out to 90s Router. He's one of my recent favorite channels. He has great editing skills. His video is what gave all the context about this trash human being to the powers that be. And we're going to see a very strong fall of somebody who thinks he's above it all. He has gone on many times to call himself a god, a self-proclaimed god who just sits among us, and he thinks he's a gangster. He's a wankster. He's a wankster. He's based in the UK. He believes himself to be untouchable. He talks about having all these side businesses. There's talk of him selling, how do I put this one? Selling CP on Telegram. That's an allegation. The screenshots that are shared in the previous video that I did yesterday, or just go to the original source itself, 90s Router, on my community post, you'll see the video. You'll see the screenshots of the extortion, the bullying, the threats, the doxing. Go to OCD Gamer's channel. Check out that's the person right there who was targeted, and he doxed him and his family. Then he doxed somebody else's wife. And people that do this on any of these platforms need to be brought to account. We don't get to see accountability in our world governments, so it's a nice, refreshing thing to see when one of the real bad guys, and he really, he loves this whole Tony Montana act he puts on. If he ever gets pulled into a court, I guarantee his defense is going to be, I'm just playing a character. I mean, hell, the man for his entire streaming career wears a demon mask to hide the bottom of his face. Now, I don't know about you, that tells me that that's someone who wants to hide something, if not everything, in his closet. Hello, welcome to anybody new. It's a pleasure. And hello, Vagarine Patel. I'm Jay Shri Ram. Okay, I won't let any language barriers stop me from kind of going with the flow of my thoughts here, but I am excited to see, this comeuppance here. I'm excited to see Six Erican eat some crow, so get humiliated like he has done so much. He has been able to garnish an audience of people that hate watch him, because he is able to trigger something primal in people just by being this monster that he is, real or fake. What he produces in people, the content he puts out there, and whatever he thinks is edgy, which there is a line, and the lines have been blurred. Now, the outlook, the optics on this is he is a legit groomer. What kind of a look? Who wants to own the look of saying, I think the age of consent should be lowered from 16 to age 6 or 7? Do you think that's something that somebody who has any shred of sanity would want to say and just exist day in, day out as an online public presence? That's quite a gamble. So I would give a big shout out right now. If you want to see Erican outing himself and talking to two renowned predator catchers on YouTube, find Kid Panda's channel. Somebody that agreed to come on a panel podcast style, the things that I used to do on this channel, and this whole situation that I've watched go from where it started to where it is has kind of reinvigorated me, and I'm here for it. I want to see some justice done, and this is the guy that you'd love to see just get handled. I mean, I don't care if it was even by the law. It wouldn't bother me none. Couldn't happen to a nicer guy if it happened in an alleyway, okay? But let me try to just stay as unemotional as possible. He ended up on a call with Gideon and Alex on their way to a predator hunt to get somebody and pretty much get them escorted to jail, have their lives ruined forever, and was not able to defend himself adequately. Just made himself look like more of an ass and more of a villain. So if anything, I just wanted to kind of make everybody aware of the content on this channel that I've returned to, that I'm going to pretty much be vlogging, documenting the works of these excellent streamers and their community, the way they've been able to unify. Finally, like the whole idea when I made the name Progressive Patriot was about unity despite, different lines of thinking, and that's what we have here. We have a mass amount of people, streamers and audience members, consumers alike, all unified on a front to see. So, hi Precious, good to see you, and thank you always for the positivity. To see justice done in any form. I would go as far as to say any means necessary, but that's because I have a huge bias because I've seen this man child at work and to see what he does for a living. So he gets people to hate him so much that they want to pay him, and they do. They pay him to play him in a fighting video game where they get to fight it out, and I guess what you get out of that is the adrenaline rush of beating the bad guy if you can beat him in one of these fighting games. That's how he's amassed an audience. It's pure hate watching. I think he's just got a few whipped up cronies, minions, so to speak, that go and do his bidding. They go and harass people like they did with poor OCD Gamer, who is now, I believe, going to be on an excellent rise thanks to Six Erican's complete backwards flip and trying to get help because Moist Critical is going to drop a video on him, and instead it has brought attention to the victims of Six Erican, and now they're going to get the attention. They're going to get the attention that Six Erican wanted so badly that he risked it all and put it all out there. One of the screenshots that's shared in 90s Riders video is the blurred out pictures of Six Erican posting okay, kids in bikinis. This is deplorable stuff. Okay, this is the kind of activity that you see. You say something. You say something. No, you see something. You say something, and that's going to happen on a grand scale. So I'm proud. I'm very proud that a few of the people within this community that are farming the clips necessary to continue to build this case before Critical drops the bombshell video, and all of the other people that have worked with them. I mean, the man literally showed his guilt and proved all the points while he was trying to defend himself last night on that call with Alex. Alex 2, if I don't remember the numbers after that, but he's been predator catching for years. I remember watching this guy just like 3-4 years ago, and he's still at it, and I'm good for him. So that's pretty much it. I wanted to make it public that I've extended an open invite to the following Chicken Warlord. I don't think I got to comment to you. Kid Panda has agreed, although I know you're busy. You've been banking them out today, man. Your hard work is not unnoticed. The community thanks you. Gamers in general, thank you. I think the kids that have been hurt in the crossfire of the chaos of the internet. You're doing good work, man. You're doing good work, and I'm proud of everybody that's come together to make sure this badman based in the UK that wears this devil mask and does all this heinous crap, whether it's to be an edge lord or it's to be the real self that he is, only under the guise of playing a character. He's exposed, and the exposure is just going to get all the worse for him and all of us that have been watching this and seeing what he's done. Like, I really, really, my heart goes out to OCD Gamer because he's been so stressed out. Like, his successful channel, not hugely successful, but a means to, make some money, was going to be stripped from him. Then his family gets doxxed, his school gets doxxed, everything gets thrown out because Six Arakin is a piece of shit that doesn't fight fair, and there is no lowest low that he'll go. So, formally, the invitation has already been sent in a few comments, but I would be more than happy to host where we can all. Yeah, Saffron, thank you. I have been kind of searching for that spark, and in this, there's 3 streamers I found that just baffle my mind. The e-begging or the means that they go about it, holding their audiences hostage or just making other people's lives miserable and somehow profiteering off of it. Yeah, it itches a bit, and this is a way to scratch the itch. So I'm very much excited to see the people within this community that have great channels just come up on this channel to have a panel conversation like I used to do in the days of old. Yes, I've been busy taking care of a sickly mother with dementia. I work a very demanding job that's well over full-time hours, but I have found something that gives me enough passion to want to be here, be present, and I'm all over this stuff. So you can definitely expect to see more of me, and I'm hoping that I won't be alone, that I get more than a couple of the yeses, and I'm glad. Thank you so much for agreeing to do this future panel live. I'll make sure the thumbnail is real nice and tidy. We'll know who the beast is, and I want everybody to know who we're talking about. So, with that being said, don't go and give this little bastard Six Arakin any more views. I think he's going to be scared off the internet for quite some time. I'd be surprised if he goes live. But knowing his narcissism and knowing his need to be an aggressor, a bully, and speak down to people, it would not shock me if he went live on one of his platforms. And because of his diligent hate-watching audience and people that are just trying to spread the message, shout it again to 90s Router, we're going to be just awaiting for him to make that next move, and let's see if we can get this panel conversation done before Penguins drops the video. I think we could really accomplish something and have a great discussion about how crazy these platforms are, and where maybe some improvements can be made, or just having a general conversation between just people that have a passion for something and that don't want to see it tainted by the bad apples. And we have the biggest one. There's Six Arakin. Right below him, almost at a tie, is Low Tier God that hates his daughter and pretends that she doesn't even exist. And Wings of Redemption, who I'm 50-50 on, and I'd love feedback about that. But yeah, thank you so much. Well, hold on. You know what? This calms me down. Yes, I had lung surgery years ago. Let me prattle on for a few more minutes. It's one of my rare days off. But I can't. Oh my goodness. I get so excited when I think about that conversation. See, if I was at my PC, I'd go ahead and just replay the clips, but I don't want to do that. I want to offer something new because there's no shortage of clip upon clip or restreams of what went down last night. But I'm glad that I was there live as it was going down in OCD Gamer's chat, talking with his mods and just seeing everything go down live. Like it was almost, you had to kind of, your jaw was dropped. You had to just close it shut. Because it's amazing how this went from a guy trying to salvage his channel and getting angry at smaller channels, showcasing his toxicity, going to the highest of the high of the YouTube echelon and bringing attention to his plight, which is telling on himself. So, just not a calculated move for a man that describes himself as a warlord, studier of Sun Tzu, and a real bad boy. So, okay. Hopefully, next time you see me, I hope it'll be in a nice panel format and a conversation with the parties involved. But until then, stay hydrated, as I think Kid Panda says at the end of his videos, and just be careful, man. It's a minefield out there. Alright? Watch where you step. Alright? And above all else, man, if you got kids, just make sure they don't get involved with people like Six Erican or Low Tier God or any of these peons, trash can human beings that just thrive off of making a living by triggering hatred. And like Boogie from Local Live said, he's figured out how to create. This is a guy that faked cancer and ripped off his audience and scammed them, and is now been able to make a living out of being hated. And that Local Live show has given him the venue to do just that. And what does he do for penance? He does like jackass-like stuff with Keemstar, gets buried in the woods and lets people belt him with water balloons. You be the judge if that's enough for a man that said he had cancer to get money, and say he's getting a W now. That's what they say. He's such a winner because he's doing all this shit to humiliate himself, and it's the only way he'll ever get paid because no one on this planet will hire him. There's been documentaries on him. See, I've been quite the consumer while I've been gone and not hitting my live button or, making any pre-records. And here's what I've been doing. So, with that, great to see you again, Saffron, by the way. It does feel good to have a little fire in me. And to anybody new, thanks for just dropping by. Tabitha, and, well, some names that I don't want to just completely destroy them. And the one in Russian, Precious, YouTube, Canada, I got people there. And Sophia, take care, guys. I'm going to try to end this without destroying my phone. It's very delicate. Take good care. I'm known for my long goodbyes, so bear with me here. Suddenly I forgot. Okay, X button. Take care. Down with Six Erican, Justin for OCD. Justice for OCD, and justice for the kids that have been caught in this stupid battle.